Greetings, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel. Today we're going to fire up the Joe Jr. and cook some roast beef that we're going to turn into sandwich meat. So let's fire it up and let's get started. First thing we're going to do is fire up the Joe Jr. I've got a Kamado Joe fire starter cube down in the middle of my charcoal here, so we're going to light it up and we're going to let this guy burn for about 10 minutes or so with the lid open. Okay, after we get our fire going, I'm going to set my heat deflector rack in here with the heat deflector on it, and then we're going to set our grill grate right on top of that. And we're going to let this come up to around 300 degrees, somewhere between 3 and 325 degrees. In order to bring the Joe Jr. up to about 300 degrees, I'm going to close the bottom vent, probably, and leave about, an inch or a little more open on the bottom. And on the top vent, I'm going to close the slider all the way and just leave the daisy wheel open. And we're just going to watch it from here. Any adjustments that we need to make, I'll either close the daisy wheel down a little bit or open the slider a little bit more to get to our final temperature. Okay, first thing we're going to do while our grill's warming up is we're going to make a dry rub for this roast beef. We're going to start out with equal parts, and I'm using about a tablespoon or so of sea salt, freshly cracked black pepper, granulated garlic, onion powder, dry mustard, and dried thyme. We're going to give that all a mix, and then we're just going to set this aside. What I've got here is a 4-pound eye of round roast. You can use any of the beef roast that you like. You can use sirloin tip, bottom round, top round, eye of round, just whatever's convenient for you. This just happens to be an eye of round, like I said, that weighs about 4 pounds. And what I'm going to do is drizzle this with olive oil and rub olive oil all over the surface. And I have also trimmed the excess fat from this, so I'm going to get a thin coat of olive oil all over this meat. And then we're simply going to coat it with a liberal coat of the dry rub that we just made. We're going to cover the entire surface of this, and then we're just going to let this sit at room temperature, which is outdoor temperature today for me, for about 15 minutes while our grill finishes coming to temperature.
Let's put that bad boy on the grill.
Okay, our Joe Jr. here settled in at about 350, so we'll just cook at 350 today. I'm going to set this roast right on the middle of the rack there, and we're going to cook this to a medium rare. So I'm going to pull it off when we get to about 125 to 128 degrees internally, because it's going to continue to cook a little more. So I'll start my timer and we'll see how long this is going to take to cook at around 350. Okay, man, it looks like our roast is ready. I let this go slightly longer. We've been going for an hour and 35 minutes. And my internal temperature is up to about 130. So I'm going to take this off the grill and we're going to let it sit and rest for about 15 minutes. Okay, this roast has rested for 15 minutes here, and I've got it set on some aluminum foil. So I'm going to wrap it up really tight in aluminum foil. We're going to put this in the refrigerator, and it's going to chill in the refrigerator overnight. Okay folks, this is what our roast beef looks like. After I've chilled it, I put this thing in the refrigerator and let it chill down. And you can see there that we've got a nice medium rare color on this roast beef. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my food slicer out, and we're going to slice this up into as thin deli style roast beef slices as I can get. And then we'll come back and have a look at that also. Okay, I've got a couple of slices of ciabatta bread here, and we're going to layer on a few pieces of that beautiful roast beef that we made. And then we're going to set a little slice of provolone cheese right on top. And then we're going to take this out to the grill, warm this up, and make a sandwich. Okay, We're gonna set this guy over here on the indirect side of the Joe and let it stay on here long enough to warm that cheese up, warm that beef up, kind of melt that cheese a little bit, and then we'll be right back. Okay, just as that cheese starts to melt on the one side, I'm gonna toss my other bun on here to warm that up and be back in just a minute. It's gonna be time to eat. Okay, this sandwich is ready to go, so I'm gonna top it, I'll take it inside, and let's check this out. Okay, time for the moment of truth. I wish you could smell this. It smells fantastic. Oh man, that roast beef tastes outstanding. I just can't believe how good that is. Perfect slice. Wow, the ciabatta bread, the provolone cheese makes a fantastic sandwich. There's a lot of things you can do with roast beef slice this way. You can actually serve this roast beef as a meal by making thick slices of it rather than the thin slices like I've made here for sandwich meat. Wow. That's awesome. I can't wait to finish this sandwich, so give this a try. Let me know what you think. Leave us a comment on the video. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/Kamado Joe. And until next time, this is John Setzler with Kamado Joe Cooking Channel.